Hi, everybody. I feel like I need to talk up because there's so much going on with the conscious community right now. It's kind of crazy because when I was coming up in the conscious community, it was no such thing as looking for a master or someone to lead you. You have to find your own pathway yourself. Therefore, I think that how, as you can see by the title, about you finding a shortcut to spirituality. There is no shortcut to spirituality. Nobody can take you to spirituality. You don't need to have sex to make that transaction, to make that way to become spiritual, because you have to grow as a person. You are not supposed to sell your soul for spirituality as well. And I believe that there's a lot of people looking for shortcuts out there, which I don't understand. Why are you looking for shortcuts out there? Why do you need to find it in a leader when you can become a leader of yourself? You don't need some fake person to tell you, oh, well, like, I am the Messiah, or I am this person, so that you can become spiritual. Spiritual is a lot more deeper than that, and there's a lot of work that comes with it. You can't just be spiritual just like that. Spirituality, from my experience, is that you have a stepping stone. You always have to start from somewhere. Now, in the conscious community, I started with the Nation of Islam, and I went to Rasta, and I found Ifa or Santeria, right? So therefore, right, there is no high piece of the gods. So there's nobody who can lead you to become spiritual, because you have to do a lot of work on yourself. This is not by no means easy. Sometimes you have to face a lot of things, and no man can show you, even though in the Bible it so cool says that how the only way a woman can go to heaven is through her man. But at the end of the day, isn't the woman and the man supposed to be balanced? Now, if you have not come across a man who is balanced, you as a woman, you need to really go work on yourself. Be single, stay by yourself, work on your spirituality, go find yourself, and go and work on yourself. Because for this man to make women think that through sex, okay, fair enough, right? There is such a thing called the Kundalini, right? Yes, you can go through higher heights through the Kundalini. You can do that. That is true. But at the end of the day, as a woman, and I'm speaking as a woman, because because the earth, as we know, is Gaia, the Mother Earth, and the spirituality thing is getting taken for joke. Getting taken for joke so much. Even for me to come up here and be talking about this madness, I shouldn't have to be coming up and talk about it. I just thought I'd just be putting up videos of stuff that I resonate with. I shouldn't have to be coming up here and talking about a person who who has no self respect for himself. He has no knowledge of himself. Yes, he may have been through Cyanetta and he's been through the schools, but you don't resonate that. Do you know what, right? I haven't been in consciousness for a long time, as far as I can remember. And I still remember the stuff that I've been learned, that I've been taught. So you can talk about, oh yeah, I've been on the streets and I've been here and there and here and there and here and there and here and there. I've met many people online who's become, what's it, role models, right? There's one lady I met that she was a stripper, and now she is a conscious woman, and she is so high up. She's working, she does Reiki, she does a multitude of healing. So I don't understand why you need to find somebody to help you go to become spiritual. Spirituality, or Sankofa, as we know it, as the conscious community as we know it, if you don't Sankofa, you have to Sankofa within yourself. You have to sit within yourself. Because if you don't learn nothing from yourself, how can you go and teach others, right? I am a Reiki master. Yes, I can go teach like a million people or whatever, tell them Ross and whatever, tell them this and tell them that. But at the end of the day, right, my students have to grow and they have to break their own barriers. I cannot bring them to become spiritual. There is no such thing as leading a person to become spiritual. A man cannot lead a woman cannot lead a man. Yes, if he's in a spiritual, I can say whatever, a spiritual set, he can bring her to it. And she can become, eat the way how whatever, he can coach her through certain things. But there's no way on earth, on this earth, Ludamari's earth, can nobody tell you before like you can get to Hissa, you have to have sex with me. Do you know what? In Ifa, that is called abomination because some of the priests does that shit. So you cannot say that a person can bring you to spirituality. A man should not be giving a woman spiritual baths. 1. 2, he always have to have another woman there when he's giving the woman spiritual baths. It is not heard of. You can't do that. I've only known a con artist to do that, so-called African spirituals that do that to con the people, to take advantage of young ladies. And this is ongoing and it's really tiring. And you know what? For me to come on here, because I listened to my other YouTuber friends, and you know, I'm very moved. You know what I mean? This is not something I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about no Suda God, because you are a Suda God. You are a fake God. You are all going around doing Ras. You are gay. And okay, for some people, if you're gay, that's your business, but don't put it in my face. But at the end of the day, you're running an agenda and then you call it spirituality on the next side. It ain't balanced. It ain't balanced because men cannot have babies. It's only these so-called transsexual people that do that shit. So before you come talking about spirituality, you need to go read a book. Go back, read a book. Go read some information. Don't even come on here. If you don't know shit, don't say nothing, right? Because I don't come on here and I don't talk. I don't talk about nothing I don't know about. If I don't know, I don't know. I ain't gonna go around all over the place talking this, going here, going there, going there, going there, right? That is not good, right? And you're the man, right? A spiritual man is called as a wizard. He is a wise man. And there are many master teachers out there, right? We've seen them, right? I can't remember half of the spiritual ones now, right about on the top of my head right now, because there's been many that's come and gone, right? Including Dr. Layla Africa, because he was into a bit of spiritual too. So all these ones coming up now that's talking Ross, they need to go and sit down. Because right now, this is not the time to be doing this, because really, right, we're supposed to be sitting within ourselves, dealing with our ancestors. And right now, right, we got somebody who's distracting us from what we're supposed to do. And I really want the men or the spiritual warlocks to come out there, the spiritual men, the spiritual beings to come out, do your rituals, whatever you got to do, because it's gonna get hot out here, right? Because the spiritual warfare. Now this man want to come bring gender war, right? So, boy, I've even lost track where I'm supposed to be talking because I'm so upset right now. I'm upset. I've been watching the YouTube for a couple of days. How many days? Going on world platform, going on this one platform, going on this one platform. I, like I said, a woman, no man not supposed to touch me, have sex with me, and come tell me that what you get downloads. That is not spiritual. Spirituality is where like you break you break all your traumas, you break your whatever you got to do. You got to take your time and go through it. It's like you're going through a Sankofa in another way, right? Because you can't just come spiritual. It takes years before you become whatever, right? The monks sit up in the hills for how long, and they learn to become spiritual. So nobody better not come telling me nothing. Come on my platform telling me nothing, because I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to even hear about this man. I'm fed up hearing about him, right? Because I just go through and I do what I do, but I don't come on here and say, oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. To be spiritual, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, you don't go so, right? So anybody following this person, and I ain't mentioning his name, he just called the demon right now. He's the demon, right? I don't even want to see none of the people on my team. To be honest, I don't want to see him, right? So I'm gonna come out because I'm getting very hot right now. Even I need to go drink water, because me should not be getting hot over stupidness, right? And it needs to stop. I don't know how they're gonna stop this man, but it needs to stop, because he's talking pure rubbish. He needs to go and read book. Go and read book. Moata Ashby have many book out there, right? Ashwa Crazy talk about spirituality too, right? So I can't even talk. All I know is I'm gonna come off, because I'm gonna get boiled. I'm gonna boil and boil and boil and boil, and I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say. Okay, so I'm coming off. And thank you, Pieces of God, for coming to the platform. Thank you. Right, it's much appreciated. Okay, and River. Okay, all right. Thank you. Bye.